All right, what's up, everybody? ADS Play 101 here, also known as ADS Play 202, and welcome to the beginning of the Gekishin Squadra character guides. Now, I'm going to do my best to describe each of the characters to give you like just a solid foundation, a good basic foundation. Not going to go into too much detail, but the whole idea for this series is just to give you a pretty 1, 2, 3 step uh, plan on how to play the character. Of course, there's always going to be like a general way to play the character, but this is just like I said, it's just the basics, just to give you something to build on. Um, Also, I don't plan on these videos to be like 10 minutes or anything like that. If they last that long, it is what it is, but I just want to be able to explain what's necessary and then move on to the next. So don't expect the videos to be long. So getting started, we're going to go through all of the damage dealers or the attackers, and starting with Goku. Going to be starting with Goku. Now, Goku is a very simple character to pick up. His whole kit is revolved around, well, one, maintaining his Kaioken status in order to add extra effects to his other attacks, such as the Kamehameha to apply a slow, his Meteor Hammer to apply a stagger, or even add more damage to his Spirit Bomb. And his passive allows him to gain even more damage when an ally gets knocked out. So it's sad to say it, but you got to stay around your teammates in order for him to get stronger. So it's kind of crazy. But I'm going into training mode. I'm gonna be doing all these in training mode, by the way. So, and I should have looked this up. Matter of fact, so normally the divine card options that I would normally go with. Hold on, let me get these up to at least level 5. Up to at least level 5. Because, matter of fact, I should have went and.
Let's do this.
There we go. All right. So the helper that I normally get with Goku, you would normally get with Goku, is either World King or the Big Bear. I honestly call him Winnie the Pooh. But the reason for World King is obviously he's like a simple attack power up. You combine that with everything else that Goku has, he's pretty much going to be one aggressive character to he's pretty much going to outdamage a lot of characters. And with Big Pooh Bear here, in the event that you try to escape or anything like that, he's good for keeping people away. Nail, not so much, because Nail is just like follow-up attacks. It's pretty basic. World King or Batomo is going to be better options for you. So, yeah. Now, as far as the divine cards go, a lot of people like Super Snowball form. I personally don't, because the power-up goes away if you die. It's more efficient if you use Lightning Swift. That way you can do your Vanish, get a quick attack power-up, and benefit off of that. With Giant Slayer, it kind of gives you an advantage over characters that got more health than you. Even Prepare to Die is still good, so either one of these is fine. Wicked Warrior is pretty good because it activates just from fighting. And with Goku's aggressive style, that's pretty much the way you want to go. Pursuer, that's more so for people that got to chase. So I would say Lightning Swift, Giant Slayer, and Wicked Warrior probably be your 3 best options right there. And if you play Goku, by all means, that's probably like better for you. But this is what I would go with. So again, I'm gonna be doing all these in a training stage. So we're gonna get him up to level 5 because that's when I can showcase his moves. And in certain cases, I would suggest that you learn to manually pick what skills you want to use, because in certain instances, for example, when you get the Superstar Divine Draw, you get to pick and choose which skill you want to use instead of it automatically just giving you one. So again, he has his Kaioken, which is his left trigger, and this gives him bonus properties. And let me put the cooldown on. This gives him bonus properties on his regular moves, right? So of course he got his basic attacks right here. It just goes up. In Kaioken, it goes up to, so it goes from 64 to 112. So just so you can see the damage. So he gets a pretty good damage boost. He got his Kamehameha, which has an initial hit of damage, and then of course it just chips away. If you can catch it, it's like 726. With Kaioken, it goes up to 754. It's not much, but it's still better. He got his Meteor Hammer, which does a solid 1,152. And Kaioken, it goes up to 2008. And then for his Spirit Bomb, for 4,399. With his Kaioken activated. 4,399 still. He transforms at level 7. Oh shit. God. There we go. And of course, this increases his damage to his other abilities. And this is the case for every character, as you level them up, their abilities are going to gain more range, size, and damage. So keep that in mind. Now, here's one thing about Goku, and I think they have to fix this. When it comes to other, characters, anytime they apply an effect, there's an indicator for it. Supposedly, if you look at his abilities, his Kamehameha is supposed to apply a slow or a movement down. He doesn't get any type of indication. It probably still goes into effect, but you just don't see it. And I don't know if it still applies or not, but it's weird because it doesn't show what it's supposed to show. His Meteor Hammer, it's supposed to apply a stagger. I don't see where that happens. Again, it just doesn't show. I don't know why, but if we can boost him up to max. These are just examples anyway. Let's get Jeets all the way up. Get him to attack so he can transform. $15,000, 8,000. Pretty good. I don't want to die. There you go. He's healing back. Then you got the Spirit Bomb. Now, mind you, this is just one hit. It's just one hit. Let's get that. Yeah, his abilities or the effects of his abilities don't necessarily show. And I think that's something that they have to fix. But what's supposed to happen is when you got Kaioken active, oh, that was accident, is that's supposed to apply a stagger effect. And it's other characters in the game that have stagger effects where you can actually see it. So I don't know why it's not showing or what the case is. It's just weird. But like I said, Goku, he's a pretty straightforward character. Like I said, just keep him around your allies so that when they die, which is sad to say, your teammate got to die for you to get a power up. But when your teammate dies, you're able to get a power up from his passive, and yeah, you can just benefit off of that. Like I said, I didn't want these to be long. He's pretty straightforward. It's not a lot to really say to him. Say about him, for that matter. He's just pretty aggressive and straightforward. That's basically all you're going to get from him. Like, there's no depth to him. He's just a pretty straightforward attacker. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it for Goku. Unfortunately, that's literally all there is to him. If you're going to go the route of selecting your own skills, I would say just start off with his Kamehameha first, or his Meteor, or if you want to be, more aggressive, maybe his Kaioken would be a better way to start, because that just applies bonuses to his other effects. But like I said, the marks don't show up, so I don't know if they're counting it in the game. And again, it could be something that they have to patch, but that's pretty much it. What's supposed to happen is when you activate Kaioken, and you do his Kamehameha, it's supposed to apply a slow. And if you activate his Kaioken with his Meteor Hammer, that's supposed to apply a stagger, but it's not showing. But yeah, so that's pretty much its bare bones with Goku. And remember, his Divine card combo that I suggested was Lightning Swifts. That way, when you do your Lightning Step, oh shit! Can I activate? Yeah, here we go. There we go. You can get a little bit of damage boost immediately after that, especially when you're chasing somebody. There you go. It popped up right there. It don't take much. But yeah, that was my character guide for Goku. Please let me know if you guys have any questions about it. Anything I didn't cover with him, or maybe I wasn't doing this right. But I've been playing the game over all the betas and all that, and like I said, other characters have staggers and markers to let you know when an effect takes place. It doesn't seem to work for him. Again, they might have to patch it, but we will see. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching the Goku character guide. And if you have any questions, please let me know. And I'll see you guys for the next one.